Hi, 6th grade. Miss you all. Today I'm making a video to talk to you guys about your book, Maniac Magee, and what to kind of expect through the unit. Today you just have to do the pre-test. Do not stress about it. It's going to look really hard, but it's not going to be graded. It's not going to affect you at all. It's just to see what you already know. And then we'll test you again at the end with the same stuff to see what you learned. So everything on the pre-test you're going to learn. But today you're just taking it, do the best you can, don't stress about it. Yeah, okay, so, and I also am going to go through the contents and expectations with you guys today, just so you kind of get what we're going to be doing. And it's going to be a little different than what it says on here, because when I made this, I didn't think we would be doing school from home. So I will read this through you and kind of tell you what we're going to do. Okay, so it says, this journal follows a 10-day unit with vocabulary key ideas, informative articles, group discussion questions, group discussion worksheets, individual questions, and reading assignments for each day. Below are the expectations for each. So obviously we can't do groups anymore, which is sad, but we're going to do the best we can with this. So it says at the beginning of each day, we will start with a short, simple quiz on the section you were assigned to read to make sure you are reading. I'm not exactly sure if I'm still going to have you guys do those just because you have the book with you, so it's not really a quiz. But I'm going to talk to Mrs. Yaskias and see what we want to do with that. So for vocabulary, so if you look at the top of each of your days, there's little vocabulary section. And so I have on here, each day, new vocabulary words that are found within the story will be introduced. You are to write in the vocabulary word in the blanks that go along with the definition provided. You'll be tested on them at the end of the unit. So I'll make videos for each day, and then I'll kind of talk about the word. I'll introduce the words to you so you know what to put in the blank, and then I'll kind of explain them further so you really know what it means. So that's how that's going to work. And then key ideas. So again, looking at your days, there's a little section here. It's kind of hard to see. It's called key ideas. And then for those, each day new key ideas that correlate with the story will be introduced. We will have a class discussion on each of them to further your understanding on what they mean. You'll be tested on them at the end of the unit. So again, I will go through those with you each time I make a video for each day, and we'll just kind of talk about it. And maybe I'll have you guys like put in the comments or something, like something you think about them or something you want to discuss, just so we can kind of keep in touch and still kind of be like a group. Then informative articles. So sometimes you guys will see something kind of like this by your days. And that's just kind of for you. It's not something you need to do. It's just to kind of read for your own enjoyment, or like it'll help you answer some of the questions because it gives you more information. So I have on here, some days you are provided with an informative article, giving you further information on some of the key ideas for that day. This is for your own benefit and can be used to help you answer some of the group discussion questions. So then now moving on to group discussion questions. So I have on here, following each class discussion, you'll be split into groups to answer the group discussion questions. You'll answer the group discussion questions on the lined pages that follow each day, so those lined pages that are after your days. And as you write, make sure to label what question you're answering. So for example, if you're writing an answer for number 1, you must begin your answer by writing 1. A majority of the questions also have multiple questions within them. I'll give you an example here in a second. And it says, you must answer all the questions that are asked to receive full credit. You also must write in complete sentences to receive full credit. So please be descriptive with your answers. Show me that you actually put some thought into your responses. So let's see, looking at day 1. I'm going to look at day 1, question 1. It says, what does the word home mean to you? And then it also says, how is it different from house? Where is the place that you are most at home? Describe it. So that's 3 to 4 questions there when I ask you to describe it. Make sure you answer all the questions within the question. Don't just answer the first one and then be done with it, because you won't receive full credit. So make sure you're answering all the questions that are being asked for each question. Okay? Then moving on to group discussion worksheets. Let me find one here. Okay, so group discussion worksheets. Some days have worksheets that follow them that you are to complete as a group. If space is not provided, you are to answer the worksheet questions on the line pages that follow each day. You must also label what question you are answering. You must answer all of the questions that are asked to receive full credit. Same thing. You also must write and complete sentences to receive full credit. So it's basically the same as the group discussion questions. They just look different. they're just little worksheets like this. And I think, yeah, on your, oh yeah, where is that? Oh, never mind. Yeah. So if you see these up next there, just answer the questions on there. You can read the little paragraph if you want, but just make sure you write down which question you're doing. And yeah, that's it with those. And then individual questions. So I haven't decided what I want to do with these yet, but I'll talk you through it. So each day you will be asked to give either a prediction, question, observation, or connection about the book so far. You'll write a check mark next to the option you chose for that day and write about the one you chose on the line pages that follow each day. And you will label them OYO, which stands for on your own. And so like when you're labeling what question you're doing, it's OYO. And you must do each of the options at least twice throughout your unit. So looking at your day again, on the bottom, there's this little part here where there's little spots where you can put a little check mark. And it says you're supposed to pick a prediction, question, observation, or connection about your reading so far. And I don't want you to do like the same one every time. So you don't do prediction for all 9 days. I wrote on the bottom there, you must do each of the options at least twice. So plan it out. Obviously at the end, you can't do a prediction because the book's over. So make sure you get those ones done before the end of the book. But just make sure you do them each twice and write your prediction, question, observation, or connection. And that's all I have to do for that. And then assignments. So if you look on your days, there's this little box at the top and it says assignment. So it says each day you'll be given a reading assignment that you will find in the box at the top right corner of each day. You are expected to read the assignment or read the assigned chapters and write a question you may have after you have read. You may be asked the next day to share your question during our group discussion. So like this one up here, it says assignment, read Before the Story in chapter 1. And there's actually a section in the book called Before the Story. And then it also says in red here, it says write down one question you have after reading. So I think what I want to do with that is maybe like after my video with the days, have you guys put in your in the comments the questions, and then maybe you have to reply to at least one classmate on what your answer would be to that question, or something, so we can kind of still have a group discussion. Because this book, I really like this book, and I'm not much of a reader, so I really hope you guys like it. But I think it would still be fun to just kind of see what everybody thinks of the book, or some questions or some things they're confused about the book or anything. So when I make these videos, feel free to just comment away or literally anything about the book. I would love to hear what you guys think. So that's kind of all I have. At the end, it says here, there will be a test to study. I highly suggest looking over the vocabularies and key ideas. Obviously, it can't be like an actual test because you're at home and you have the book with you, and you'll have your packet with you with everything. So, I mean, I'll probably have some sort of assessment piece similar to the pretest, but it's obviously not going to be as difficult, or you can't, like, your book's right there. So I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that when we get there. But for now, you just have to take the pretest. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions or comments about the book, feel free to comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. I miss you. Even if you just want to say hi, you can comment. But yeah. Also, I think it would be really fun. I know a lot of you are good little readers and you guys read really fast, but I think it'd be fun if we all read like at the same pace. So you guys can if you want, but I think it'd be fun if we all like just read to your assignment and then don't read again, like just stay on track with the class. Then we are all on the same page, and some of us don't know more than others about what's going on. So yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And this is my first YouTube video, so hopefully it's not horrible, but thank you guys and miss you.